Well, hello, babies. Hi. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you find this. Hi. How you doing? I hope you're well. I hope this video finds you well. I thank you all for being here. I thank you all for liking, sharing, subscribing, all your awesome, generous donations. I thank you all for being here and doing this wonderful stuff. Thank you. And I thank you for doing such a good job on doing the spiritual work. Good job. Really proud of you. This is a general message, so take what resonates, leave the rest. Please use your own discernment and intuition. And whenever you find this is the right time because it is timeless. Let's get into it, shall we? Also, I would never reach out to you for a personal reading. I am not doing them at the time. So if someone's in the comments saying, "Beloved, I sense a dark witch in your energy. You need to, here's my WhatsApp number. Send me some money and I'll help you out." That's not me. It's not me. Sorry. Not doing it. Please report that person. The song I got on shuffle is Calling Out Your Name by Vice Monroe. Calling out your name, tell me where to drive. I feel you in my veins. Now suddenly I'm high. Do you feel the same? Your body on my mind. Calling out your name, calling out your name. I'll take you on a ride. I saw you in a dream the other night. My hands were on your neck and on your thigh. You whispered in my ears. You said you're high. Calling out your name. So what I'm getting, this is gonna be like a hype message. Nice. What I'm getting is people like the sound of your voice. Like, so whenever you say like somebody's name, they're like, it sounds good to them. I also see you may like say something, you know, if I'm assuming we're all the ones watching are really intuitive and sensitive and maybe even psychic, whatever you want to call it, whatever you associate with and whatever your gifts are, you can sense stuff out, you can read stuff out, but also sometimes like you accidentally like channel something, you just kind of blurt something out and you're like, oh, I wonder why I said that, weird. And whatever you end up saying, it's like so on point and spot on that like that's all they think about. Like it's just like burned into them into their memory. Like why did they, what, like it's just so like they're shooketh, you know. They're like, what, how did they know that, like, and they're just like hung up on it. There's definitely something about your voice, like you might like your candor may be like very like happy, chipper, fun, or like, you know, even flirty, if you will. Like it could be perceived as that. And like when you say people's names, they have to look. It's not like somebody could ignore you, or it's like they're drawn, they're like pulled in wherever direction you like immediately, instead of like, you know, being like, you know, they're still working, be like, yes, you pull their attention. Whether you're trying to or not, it's just, it's like a magnet. Like they have to pay attention. I'm definitely getting, there's a lot of like fantasizing about you, obviously, with I saw you in a dream the other night. My hands were on your neck and on your thigh. You whispered in my ears. There's something definitely about your voice that is very like captivating and attractive. I'm also getting like, because of like the stuff you say and do, people just think about you and like try to like figure you out. So they're thinking about you so much that they're showing up in dreams. I'm also seeing like if someone like has ever crossed you or anything, you know, your spirit team or just even their own conscious, like subconscious, will put you in their dreams, and like it's like you won't leave them alone, but it's actually like them, and their own thing. Like, you're not doing anything. I just saw 444 on my clock. Exactly. You're not doing anything. You're just like, bro, I'm just protected. Like, this is just my spirit team doing their thing. I'm just letting them do it. So they're out here just like thinking that you're like messing with their dreams and stuff like that. When in fact it's just their own like guilty conscience. Actually, we have the Emperor here, but I'm gonna get a clarifier for that because that's no, okay, I guess I'll use this deck. Nice. We have camel here. It just like slid out. It wanted to fall out of the deck. I'm definitely seeing people like see you as being able to just get through anything, get through like any sort of, they see you as like a hard worker, like just a resilient body. Like I'm getting like, you know, if you like fast a lot, or if you like eat a really specific diet, or you know, you eat like the same thing every day or something of the sort, they're like, how do they do that? Like, you just have like a different relationship with your body, and you can like will pretty much, like you have a very strong will when it comes to things, and you know, you're like very strict with what you do and how you like operate, and you can just like kind of push through things, like whether it's being hungry, you know, craving junk food when you really want to eat good food, when you should be eating good food, that type of stuff. Like, you're able to, I mean, I'm just using eating as an example. It could be like, just, you know, you have a lot of physical endurance. You could, like, if you need to, you can withstand, like, instead of like bitching and like being like, I gotta go inside, it's too cold. Like, you can just stand outside in the cold and just like, like, you'll be like shivering at first, and then you can like change your mindset into being like, oh, this is good for me. You know, Joe Rogan said, you know, like using facts. Like, actually, I saw on a Joe Rogan podcast that cold therapy is incredible for you. So, like, you're like talking yourself into like how to deal with uncomfortable situations. So that might be why that Emperor's popping out. Now that we're getting that in reverse, you can like basically be a tyrant to your body and be like, no, we're just gonna power through this. You know what? I don't care if we're hungry. We're gonna get through this. I don't need that bullshit. You're just able to like push through, and people are like, how the fuck? What? This don't make sense. And we also have the five of beasts in reverse, which is the 5 of wands in reverse. There, and when people are like witnessing your like strong will, they don't even see like it's a fight. Like, you don't even have to like be like, come on, let's go. Like, or, you know, it might be internally, but like it's witnessed as like, damn, that looked easy. There was no fighting it. There was no like coercing. There was no like, it's not like you were trying to be competitive or anything with anybody else, or be like, oh yeah, I'm more tough than them, you know, anything of the sort. I'm more tougher than them, I tell you what. Just, you're not like getting into that energy. And and it's like with the dude being all like torn up and tattered, like they're just like, yo, like you're not even, you just be looking fly and fresh all the time. Like, whether you know, like, say like, since I'm a welder, like my clothes get torn up, but like I can still look fresh, you know. So it's not like, it's like something about like your person, your energy, it still makes you look like fresh. You're not like drained, or, you know, like over, it doesn't look like you're overexerting yourself. You're just like going. And we have the 10 of cups, 10 of curses in this deck. This is the Wizard of Barge deck, if anyone is wondering. or you can like search that online. I think that's like their website or whatever. Yeah, so we have the 10 of curses here. Once again, man, this card gets me sometimes. Like, you're with like how you like accidentally channel stuff, people are like, damn, they have like x-ray vision. Like, uh I'm getting like they may check their thoughts. Like, they used to like internally talk shit about you, like around you or something, and then you like brought something up and now they like check their thoughts when they're around you. You know, to these people that like, it's not like everyone, but to like a person that you've called out like what they were thinking, and you were like, they're like, what the fuck, like this ain't right, this ain't what. So they'll like check their thoughts, and they like truly believe that you have like x-ray vision, or like you know, if you've been open about your spiritual gifts or something, these certain people that you've like shook down to the core, they totally believe it. Ooh, and I'm also getting, especially because the 10 of curses is like associated with like happy family and stuff, you may have accidentally like highlighted people's like home problems and stuff like that, like relationship issues, by like just saying, you know, your thing, like you're just going, you're like existing, you know, doing your damn thing, and you like accidentally like brought up what's going on at home. You may notice like certain people come to you and they're like, yeah, like this is going on at home, or they just suddenly start telling you like all the good stuff that's going on in their life, like with their family, like, oh, here's my kids, like my wife cooked this for me last night, my husband cooked this for me, my husband took me out and bought me a purse or something. You know, they come to tell you all these like good things that are happening in their life, because like they're trying to distract you from like you reading on their energy of like what's going really happening in their life. Like, I'm seeing like they're just like, you know, they're like in a loveless marriage, or you know, their kids hate them or something, you know, or they're like narcissists to their kids, and they're like they're like freaked out because you've like exposed that. Like, I'm seeing like a rock being picked up, and like all the bugs underneath, and it was just, you may not even realize what you said, you just like blurted something out or like made a joke, and you actually like brought up what is actually going on at their home. So they're like, they'll try to like distract you and be like, oh, well, if I say this stuff, they'll like think that everything's okay at home. They'll not be able to read my mind because I'll be talking about this instead. Interesting. You got people shooketh. What else? Calling out your name. I don't remember how the song goes, that's why I read it. I'm definitely getting there's like something about your voice though, like maybe you just like are very loud, or I don't know, there's I'm picking up that there's like something about like people can feel like the vibration of your voice, or maybe that's like recently changed in you, like in this, like as you're changing with your frequencies and stuff, like now that you're aligning with your higher self, like in the physical form. I'm getting that like people like feel the vibration of your voice. Like, it may not have to be like, you know, Barry White, you know, like sexy, you know, that type of thing. Like, it doesn't have to be like that, but it's, people like feel it and they get something from it. They feel like, even if it's people that don't really pay attention to that stuff, like musicians or anything, or people that are really into the arts or anything of the sort, or just have that interest, it's other people too, like, you know, that are more unconscious and aren't very observant. They feel that they feel the resonance of your voice, and it brings something to them. Actually, I want to pull a card on that. Like, what does your voice bring to them? Interesting. We have the 8 of Swords, Sorry, Eight of Beasts, which is the Eight of Wands. So see how like that, I'm seeing like that's your voice, that's your mouth, and like all the vibrations coming off of it. And what I got was the image from Dune, the newer movies, where the Sardaukar are out. They're like the most like brutal warriors known in the universe in that movie, and they're doing like all these like blood rituals, and like there's some like hardcore like throat singing going on, like for their like getting hyped up before like battle, before they take off and go fight people. I'm getting that like your voice is like a warrior call, I guess the best way to put it. Like it's I'm very surprised by that. It's like I'm seeing like how they gave fighter jet oh my god, confirmation, we have 455, so it like juices them up. It like gives them, just as I was saying that, I was about to say how they gave the fighter jets riders or pilots like meth and stuff in the war, like in World War II or whatever. So they like, you know, gave people like meth. Like your voice, like it invigorates people, and especially with that 455, it's like power. It gives them power. It empowers them. It juices them up. It helps them. Whether you realize, you know, it doesn't even, you know, it's definitely helpful to highlight, you know, good things in people and, you know, empower them that way. But by you just in talking to them, they get like juiced up. It like shakes up something within them. I'm seeing like, especially with this picture, it like it undoes like stagnant energy and gets things flowing again. Oh my god, I just got, you may like, if someone like had like constipation or something, I know this is weird, but like you talking to them and they're like, oh yeah, my stomach hurts, like you talking to them and like putting your voice on them and that vibration, there's like a healing vibration to it, and it like got their bowels moving again. Very interesting. That was an interesting download, so you know, that was for somebody, I don't know. So like definitely talking to people juices them up, gives them power. It's a whole experience. I'm also seeing with this Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups in this deck, you're seen as like the leader. See how that one's smiling and the other two aren't? You're seen as like a leader. So like by you being in a whatever mood you're in, you people like follow that. They're like, oh wait, they're like, it's like they're watching to see like what energy they're supposed to be in, or like they might they want to like, they don't want to be in like your bad graces or whatever because of your x-ray vision or whatever else, like, because if you don't talk to them, they don't get like juiced up and invigorated and like healed. And I mean, be mindful, because I'm getting their, you know, energy vampires, you know what it is. So they don't want to be in your bad graces. So they like follow you and they look at you and they watch you and they're like, okay, what kind of mood are they in? How do I need to approach them? They like might overthink like how to approach you because they don't want to like lose out on like that good like voice energy, that they don't want to lose out on that. Very interesting. Yeah, you're like a warrior call, like you're a I don't know, like, you know, you're the you're the Nazi meth to the Nazis, okay? Just you juice them up. Anything else? What else here? All right, I guess. I don't, this is such a random thing because I would definitely have never gotten this from this card before, This is 10 of beasts, 10 of wands. Your metabolism, if you've been like having like metabolism issues or like gaining weight or something of the sort, that's gonna start like picking up. And it's okay like if you feel like more hungry. Obviously make smart choices and don't be eating like shit food, but like see how that person's like drooling, and like I'm just seeing those little things as like little foods. Like, ooh yeah, like I'm hungry. Like that's good. That means your metabolism's picking up, and your body's gonna start like feeling stronger, and like you're just gonna start dropping fat. So that's for somebody. I just got that. Do what you will with that. Oh my god, yes. And underneath that confirmation we have the Hanged Man in reverse, and that's usually like so maybe like just walking a little more and like doing a little more activity, like I don't know, joining a community like volleyball club or something of the sort, you know, something, pickleball, you know, whatever. um just a little bit. It doesn't, you don't have to like go hardcore and like be good at it, but just that little bit of movement, and along with you feeling like suddenly more hungry, um that's like your fat is gonna like just melt right off of you if you've been trying to do that, or like your body's just gonna feel stronger and you're like gonna start building muscle again if that's like been your concern, or like trying to put on weight. Yeah, and the Six of Swords underneath that, it's like whatever was happening within your body, it was, I'm just kind of seeing it as like it was a limiting belief on top of like you just like putting up with a bunch of like negative energy from people, and you weren't protecting yourself properly, and also like you weren't protecting like your mind, and you weren't shifting your thoughts, you were just like essentially agreeing to it. But now like you've stepped into a, you're moving into a new timeline, which Six of Swords is like moving forward out of like turbulent waters into smooth waters, and it's just going to be so easy. Like whatever you've been trying to like fix with your body, I'm also just seeing like a bunch of like, you might like get some weird stomach stuff, or like you're like, man, why did I have like the worst shits of my life suddenly and I didn't even like eat anything. I'm seeing that as like, I'm seeing like a bunch of little bad cells like getting like suddenly flushed out of your body, and like new cells and DNA like being created there. And like that's you moving into a timeline where you have like the body that's healthy. You know, if you've been wanting to gain muscle, that's happening. If you've been like trying to be more hydrated, all this stuff, like it's just suddenly like happening. You might like get some weird ass symptoms, and then you're just like bam in it, like high metabolism. Or you know, if you've been trying to gain muscle, it's like boom there. And you know, any sort of like issues you've been having, it's just like I just see all these like bad cells that were causing that, and the DNA that was causing that just suddenly like being flushed out of you. Like you just like all of a sudden you're like at work and you're like you know, someone might hear you just fighting for your life in the bathroom, like one of the ones where you gotta take all your clothes off, but that's all the bad DNA leaving. For, oh my god, bitch, what? The fucking tower. Dude, that's gonna be your ass. That's gonna be your ass, like the top blowing off your ass, and it's just. But for real, this is breaking down, like, you don't have to get the shits, but I'm definitely getting, like, if you have, like, some weird, like, you're like, bro, like, my pee has never been that color before, like, it was smelly, it was gross, like, something, like, it was just a one-time thing, like, that was all the bad, like, cells coming out of you. Like, so, like, obviously, if it continues or whatever, go see a doctor, but if it was just, like, a one-time thing, like, you'll be like, what the hell? I'm also seeing like if somebody had like kidney stones or something, you're just like gonna pass them. I don't know, but like this is like the all the cells and stuff. Like I'm just seeing that as like the old DNA, all of that. That's just like the top being blown off of it, and it's just like getting like flushed out of you. It may just be uncomfortable for that time, but like see it as like, yo, this is good. This is all the bad shit being moved out of me. Fuck yeah. I mean, you might be like sweating, like pulling your hair back, just sitting on the toilet. You're like, clothes off, your fucking shoes off. Might be one of those, but you will be in a whole new timeline with your body. So, like, it'll be a good thing. Sorry, I don't know why that message. It's a message you don't want to hear, but it's the truth. So with the page of beasts there, page of wands. Yeah, and the chariot. And I'm seeing that as like your metabolism speeding up, your healing speeding up. All of that. That's interesting. I did not expect that to come out of Ooh, and if you've had brain fog with this King of Cults there, that's getting taken care of too. I'm also saying, like, if you're not allergic to iodine, maybe upping your iodine. I am not a doctor. I'm just getting a message here, like, only take it if it resonates. But yeah, do some research on iodine. You'll find it very interesting. Like, it helps with like preventing scar tissue in your brain and shit like that, like in your spinal cord. I think that's what I looked up. Do your own research. It's been a minute since I've looked it up, but I thought it was very interesting. If you're not allergic, obviously, consult a doctor. But that came up. So if you had like brain fog and stuff, that's like suddenly gonna be like flushed out and go away. Bro, why? I'm like legit getting images of y'all's shit, okay? Like, I don't know why this went there. So, I mean, I'll go ahead and say it because I worked in healthcare, so I don't care. But hopefully I'm not embarrassing people or something. But like, I'm getting if you have like these weird chunks in your like shit, like it's like good. I don't know, bro. Like, why am I getting this? Why? I just was one. You're gonna be like, yo, I didn't even eat that, and like, what the fuck? Like, or if you like hadn't eaten, you've been fasting, and you're like, what the hell? How is there anything left in my body? It's like this weird stuff that's like getting like pushed out of you, and like your new, it's like old DNA, old cells, all that stuff. So like that's why. You're like, bro, I haven't eaten corn in like 20 years. What the fuck? That's an exaggeration, but for like, I don't know. For some reason I'm being shown that. And if you've had like a bunch of like, I'm seeing like if you had like diverticula, just bowel problems and stuff like that, that's like getting cleaned out and like healed. So you're jumping into that timeline. Oh my. I just saw quinoa. Man, my channeling be on a different one today. I'm gonna have y'all like inspecting your poop, like you should check your poop. If someone had parasites, you're gonna like expel a bunch of parasites too. I don't know why. I really channeling today, okay? And that's like confirmation because like I see these as like little parasites. Oh boy. All right. I don't know why I had to go there, man. Oh, I'm so late. The Navigator. I will take control of my own destiny. And man, I don't know why it went here, but like I'm definitely seeing like this is all like the cells in your body, like the atoms like shifting and like moving in your body and like just or in your surroundings into what you've fully desired. Bro, like I'm sorry if this has been a reading all over the damn place, but apparently I need to come out. All right, y'all. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope this message was entertaining and insightful. Educational, if you will. All right, I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, babes.